So it's starting now. I'm really close because I want to see my screen. Hi! Look how crooked my camera is. Okay, maybe we need to change that a little bit. How are you guys? Happy Halloween! There we go, that's better. I want you guys to see my pumpkin. Let me show you real quick before I go get my computer. Pumpkin, new kitchen. And we're about to make some Twix bars, and hopefully it's not too spooky, because I've made these a few times in the last few days and with varying results. But I think I finally have the recipe down, and if it's really perfect, I will share it on the blog. But let me get my computer. It took me literally 15 minutes to try to figure out how to go live. It was actually incredibly easy, but you know, it's Halloween, so things get scary. Also, I just want to say that if you hear screaming in the background, nobody's being murdered. It's just baby J, because she is a toddler. So that's all that is, FYI. I want to pull up my computer here so that I can see. Oh, here, I see the chat. Hey, I see it here, I see it here. That way I can talk to you guys, make these vegan Twix bars, and talk, you know, without having to run over. Okay, before we get started, hi, because we've got a 12-year-old here. Hi, guys. Could I be your mom? I could be your mom, and I am honored that you're here joining us. I don't feel so old. Can we rotate? I do not want to rotate because we're going to keep this here. I'm going to actually leave it on YouTube so that wide is better. Guys, let me know where you're watching from. Vertical. The camera is vertical. Okay, actually, we want the camera to be, let me see what it looks like here. Because we want it to be wide. Let me see what it looks like on my end. I've never done this before. I got you. So let's see. This is what we need to do. This is like on Zoom when you need to take off. You got to do like that, and then you got to go like that. And then you got to go like that, right? And then you got to go like that. Oh, God. You guys. So this is my first time. I'm going to edit this out. Not that. You don't want to see the wall, right? Hey, Georgia. This is better? Let's see. Orientation locked. That is so strange. That is so strange. I'm sorry, guys. I do not know what my thing is doing because I do not have orientation locked. Let's see. It's a spooky day. Should we leave it like this? We have to leave it like this, I think. What do you think? Let's get a yes, we should just leave it like this, or no, I need to keep working on this and see what is going on. Because I want to get to y'all's questions. Yeah? Okay. Oh, well. Okay. We'll leave it like this. Vertical. Okay. Okay. All right. You guys have convinced me. So I want to answer all of y'all's questions. But before I do, let me just rotate now I just have to rotate my tripod because I didn't set this up for vertical. I set this all up for horizontal. But anyway, in the meantime, before we get to the Twix, we can just talk, and I'll stand here and fix this. So let me see, what's up, guys? We got people from all over. I heard someone ask a question about going vegan. You guys can ask me questions. It's lovely to see where you guys are from. All over. Child, don't rotate. Okay, fine. I just hope this stays because this is, it's not usually for this. Okay. Let me just say, so for the question about biggest vegan advice, I'd say it is to cook for yourself and get good at cooking. And it will make it a lot easier, less expensive, sustainable, practical. You can cook for other people, so you can help them go vegan. That's my biggest piece of advice. Don't rely on restaurants, basically. So let's put this back here. And let's hope this doesn't fall, which I feel like it will fall. Let's see. Have you guys made vegan Twix before, by the way? Is this a first for you guys as well? I hope So, oh, someone's buying my book this week. Hi, that's great. So this recipe is new to me. It is not something that I've made before, though, except for this weekend, because I was trying to get the recipe down, make sure it was perfect for you guys. But, so here's the thing. When it comes to the vegan Twix, I wanted to make sure that I found a recipe that was not too healthy. Because for me, I like to eat kind of like a 80-20 diet. So, but I really am like a 90-10. So like 90% of the time, I'm eating things that are so healthy. Like, I'm not worried about sugar intake, calories. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just worried about, does this taste absolutely delicious? And it's good for me, so I'm not worried about it. However, there's a percentage of the time, that looks better, when I feel like you just indulge, right? And for me, obviously being vegan, I'm going to maintain my vegan lifestyle. So when I'm indulging, I'm still being vegan, but I don't worry about sugar, vegan butter, white flour, chocolate chips, all this stuff. So for this recipe, what I did was I veganized a non-vegan Twix recipe, copycat Twix recipe. And let me go and get it for you, because I want you to see it before we start eating it. Ooh, vegan Snickers sounds really good. Caitlin Shoemaker just did that, and they looked amazing. So let me grab one. Let me just get, so I made a few. I finished a few because this recipe actually is a lot of stages. You have to make the cookie, then you have to make the caramel. It needs to sit, then you need to, overnight, then you need to dip them in chocolate. Let's see. Ooh, I might need a little knife. Good thing my knives are right here, but too bad I only have one left. Okay, let's take this one off. Ooh, it's stuck to the okay. Okay, let me get closer. Okay, y'all, so I made my own caramel for this, right? Don't look at my nails, they are also scary. Ooh. Ooh. Does that look familiar? So the chocolate hasn't fully set, so it's not, it's not that firm, but oh yeah. These are good. They're really good. So you want to learn how to make them? Because these are good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not going to take your whole afternoon here. Like I said, I already kind of batched some of the stages. But I want to, maybe 15 minutes. I think that's all we'll really need. Oh my god, these are good. I'm going to have another bite. How long have I been vegan? 10.5 years, almost 11. How do I handle non-vegan family gatherings? Yes, I bring my own food for everyone to enjoy, not just me. Here's the caramel strands. Family who isn't vegan, most of my family is not vegan. My stepmom is, but she's the only one. But everybody else is very accommodating. They know how yummy the food is, and so they're happy. Just basically, they don't give me a hard time. In the very beginning, it was a little bit more difficult because I was also learning how to veganize these family traditional recipes. But that was a decade ago, so it's a lot easier now. It takes time, but don't give up. Your family will come around. So we have friends. I have friends who are eating more vegan and have become vegan. Ooh, those are good. So I'm gonna kind of look at your comments as we cook over here. Oh, I'm not gonna have the other bite. Delayed gratification for later. They're really good. Now, the reason I wanted to do this live video on Halloween is because it's Halloween, but also because I haven't been on YouTube. Y'all haven't seen me here on YouTube in a very long time. Because if you are already subscribed to my channel and you know what's going on, I moved from Los Angeles back to my hometown of Atlanta. So I saw a few other people down here in Atlanta. Hello, y'all. So I moved back home and bought a house, separated from Max. So if you haven't been following me on Instagram, you might not have known that. I'll publish another video about that later, promise. But bought this house by myself for me and baby Jay, and we are loving it. I have a new kitchen. The kitchen, this is not the kitchen that was here when I bought the house. I actually was so blessed to be invited to be a guest on a makeover show, and it was sponsored by KitchenAid. So they made over my whole kitchen. Amazing, and I love it. They did it all like based on what I wanted. So here I am. Tomorrow is my comeback, November 1st, World Vegan Day. I am finally coming back to YouTube. I have a new crew. I have a new kitchen, have a new everything. So in the new video, which launches tomorrow, I'm gonna set it as a premiere for tomorrow, Monday, November 1st at noon Eastern time. So don't miss it, y'all. In the new video, I'm making a really nice side dish for Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to, this is like a little before we get to that. So anyway, to the Twix, let me check. So, let me get to the Twix. So what we're doing here, I have a crying baby. So we have flour, sugar, vegan sugar and flour, vegan butter, and this is for the cookie at the bottom of the Twix, right? So you have the cookie layer, then you have the caramel layer on top, and then you dip all that in chocolate, and it's delicious. So first we do our cookie. So like I said, we have the butter, the flour, and the sugar. And in order to replace the egg, I did this a few different ways. The first time I tried this, I made a chickpea egg, thinking that it would be a good substitute for egg yolk based on my research, but it ended up not being good. I ended up throwing the entire thing in the garbage. So we are instead doing a flax egg, which is like my favorite thing. I always do this. So I actually only have a half a tablespoon of flaxseed here, ground up flaxseed. And to this, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of water. So let me go right here and do that. So water. And then that's gonna sit. We really don't have to wait for it to sit long because it's so little and it's gonna be blended up. Let me just do a little tiny bit more. I use my new refrigerator right here. So my new refrigerator, I have a water dispenser. That's pretty cool. I love it. So, like I said, water and flaxseed. And when water and flaxseed sit together, it like gets gelatinous and it will help hold together with whatever you're baking, just like an egg would. And it's 100% vegan, it's inexpensive, and it works. I use it all the time. My favorite recipe, well, you know what, I don't even know if I have a favorite. I use it for vegan meatloaf, for chocolate chip cookies, for muffins, and everything. So this is like across the board, a wonderful egg substitute. Okay, thank you guys for loving my kitchen. I love it too. I'm gonna have to give you a tour of my new house though. Later, I'll do a new tour video because finally, after I've lived here for like I think 3.5 months or something, finally getting more furniture. It's looking really lovely. I love this house. And in that video, I'll give you the story of how I literally manifested this house, okay? Literally manifested the house. It's like just amazing. It's a great story. So I'll tell you guys later. Let's get back to the Twix. So we're doing some salt in here, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Y'all, are you dressing up for Halloween? Because clearly I'm not dressed up. I did a little dark everything though, thinking that would be like good enough. I really want to be my mom for Halloween, but I need her to bring one of her wigs, and I called her and she won't be here till after I finish filming this video. I should have got it yesterday when I was at her house, but I want to dress up as my mom because you'll see. I'll do it later and I'll post photos. So check me out on Instagram and it's gonna be funny. And I'm gonna dress her up like me. So like later this evening, by tomorrow you'll see the photos. It's gonna be so much fun. And I think we're gonna do baby J as my mom also. So my mom's gonna have double trouble with her, she and I think it's gonna be hilarious. Anyway, your dog dressed up as a bee. You know what? I see a lot of dogs dressed up as bees. My daughter was a bee on Wednesday. We had like a little thing in the neighborhood, And the only other people that we saw dressed up as bees that day, there were like hundreds of children, were dogs. What is that? What's that all about? Tell me what's that all about. All right, y'all. It really shouldn't take this long, but I'm so excited to see you again. I gotta talk. I'm gonna turn this thing on. It might be a little loud, so warning if you're wearing AirPods. Maybe remove them. I'm gonna turn it on real quick, and all I'm doing is getting everything combined, and it's kind of like you're baking a pie crust. You want it to sort of be this, the texture of like sand, essentially, but very coarse, wet sand. All right. So let me turn this on real quick, and while I do this, I'm gonna look at your comments. It's a little broken. It's an old one. It's not that loud. It's not that loud. Yes, I can't wait to share the house with you. Oh. Oh, thank you. I would like to do more lives on Instagram too, but this is fun since YouTube. I'm always on Instagram. It's easy to do Instagram. Coming back to YouTube is takes a little bit more work, so this is more special. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. You've been watching my videos for a long time, like since 2013. I have the exact same food processor the entire time. It's the same one. And so, oh my God, the butter is like a basketball just floating around. I'm telling y'all, today is kind of spooky. Like, I couldn't find the outfit that I was going to wear. I was going to do like a ghost costume, and I couldn't find the sheet I was gonna come in here like as a ghost with sunglasses on, and then take it off and reveal that I'm actually wearing no costume. But anyway, I couldn't find it. Like, I can't find anything. Just like one of those days. But whatever. Have more to be grateful for than to complain about. So this is the secret. This is 2013. So it's 8 years old, maybe longer. I got it from a client. She gave it to me, so it might have been, I don't actually know how old it is. And it's a little broken, but I love it. It's really hard for me to let go of things that I've had for a long time, even when they're broken, because it's kind of like a sentimental value. The great thing is that the motor is perfectly fine, but you see how I had to like literally put my whole body weight on top of it to get it to work? You know, I basically just need to replace the plastic part. But we will do that. We'll get around to that one day. I don't know what day, but one day it will happen. Okay, so there we go. It's like a very sandy batter, like I said, and very buttery, like a pie crust, because we want our cookie to be kind of flaky. We want it to be a crunchy, hard cookie and flaky, okay? So what we do with this is we're going to put it in a baking dish lined with parchment paper and press it down nice and flat, and then stick that in the oven and bake it. Oh, I'm being eco-friendly? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know what? I don't even mean to, like, I like being eco-friendly because it's, you know, like, why not? But also, like, it's in me. Like, I can't help myself. I was raised that way. I was just raised to not throw things away, definitely reuse everything. Of course, recycle. And it's just like, and also, I was raised by a very frugal mother. So, like, it's just in me. I can't help myself. Okay. So, this is the dish we must use for this. So, a little parchment paper, which is here, all the way over here. Little parchment paper. I'm gonna rip it. That wasn't, I should have cut it with scissors. So after this, I'm just gonna press it down, and then we're gonna move on to my favorite part of the evening, making the caramel. Yesterday, when I was making it, I actually burnt it. Oh my God, don't let me forget, y'all. Don't let me forget to show you the burnt sugar in my sink. Like, what do you do with that? Like, I can't do anything with it. I don't want to throw away my dish that it's in. That would be very wasteful, right? So it's in the sink soaking. I'm hoping that over the next week it will liquefy again. Because so far it's like going it's a very slow process. Hoping that it'll liquefy again so that I can have my dish back, my little bowl back. But I'll show y'all in a sec because it's at the bottom of a very messy sink. All right, so while I'm reading your comments, I'm just gonna press this down. So see, the flour is just at the bottom of the baking sheet. Press it down firmly. I give it some edges along the side so that when I pour the caramel over, it doesn't seep underneath the cookie. It just stays on top. So kind of like a pizza. You know, you give it like higher edges. We're gonna do the same thing with this. Okay. You know what I was thinking, by the way, of doing later? I'll have to practice this one. But a sweet potato Twix bar. I think that would be good with sweet potato caramel. That would be amazing. Yes, right? Like this video if you want to see that recipe. I'll start working on it. It might take me a couple of years to perfect, but I'll begin. Maybe by next year, next Halloween. Oh, Dawn Power Wash. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Boil the pots. Oh, vinegar and baking soda. It's a wonderful tip. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try all those tips. This is nice and pressed. This is gonna go in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, okay? Well, I'll pretend like I'm putting it in this, no, I won't. I'll put it in the real oven. So this is my oven right here, my fancy KitchenAid range. It's very nice. But for a small little thing like this, it's gonna go in the toaster oven. I'm not gonna take up a bunch of electricity or gas for that. So just in the toaster oven, like I said, 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Let me go and dust my hands off. Let me get this sugar log over here. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of progress with this sugar. Burnt sugar. I have been able so far to reduce it about 2/3. It was really high up. It's basically molasses, and I want my bowl back, so there you go. But I'll try you guys' tips too. That would be a fun, maybe little science experiment with Baby J. Okay. Oh, I forgot the flax egg. Well, we'll see what happens without the flax. I'll report back. This is an experiment, and I will add that to something else later, maybe a smoothie. Oh my God, y'all. I am just, How's Baby J doing? She's good. She's a 3-nager now, and it is, let me tell you, it's not easy. 3-nager, she's not 3 yet, but she's advanced. So she's literally like 2 3/4 going on 17 years old. Opinionated, knows what she wants, knows what she doesn't want, bosses me around, doesn't like to listen, you know, typical kid stuff. But she's also not the same way with her dad. So that kind of hurts my feelings. But anyway, she's fine. She's great. She's thriving. She's in the other room with my grandmother, with Nana. So she's not over there by herself. She is being supervised. All right, y'all. So let's do the caramel. I really should have started this earlier because the melting of the sugar takes a minute. So let's see how long we can do it. You got to be extremely careful with this because if you burn the sugar, you already saw what happens, right? So you have to be very careful. So I'm using a heavy bottomed pot right there. That's just a cast iron enamel pot. Sugar, organic sugar. So I just say organic because it's, you know, so you know it's the vegan one. So sugar, and we're going to melt the sugar. Once that sugar is all melted and liquefied, we're going to add some coconut cream and some vegan butter to it. Along with, at the very end, we're going to add some vanilla extract and some salt because salted caramel is the bomb, right? So that actually does take a couple minutes. So I'm going to try to split my attention. If I burn it, I burn it, I burn it. I'll be sad, but whatever. I'm going to try to split my attention. And while that's doing its thing, I can show you we can dip some other chocolate. We can melt some chocolate in the microwave, and we can dip the other bars in it because I have more, because this is the magic of television, more Twix bars without chocolate. So I stick them in the freezer because that way the chocolate will harden right away on them. Look at that. Doesn't it look good? Oh man, very nice. But they need chocolate. They need to be chocolafied. So let's melt some chocolate and dip these, and then we can, if we have a second, I'll show you guys how I make the caramel sauce. Let me look at your question, your comments real quick though. Yeah, flax egg twist smoothie. I put flax in like every morning in my oatmeal or my teff porridge. But if you forget the egg, which actually I do that a lot, then just throw it in a smoothie. Baby J loves smoothies, and so does Nana, so one of them will drink it. Stevia. So if you're using stevia or stevia, then I would not use that you're not going to be able to melt that like to make a caramel. So I don't know what you need to do. I have actually no idea. If anyone is familiar with sugar-free baking, maybe you can help them. The stevia question, but you know, actual sugar, it's all chemistry, right? The melting of the sugar, adding the butter and the cream to make the caramel. Like you can't do that with anything else. You could do it with maple syrup, but it's going to be a different recipe, and I don't know how to. You could totally do that, but I don't know how to do it sugar-free. Maybe with dates, date sugar instead, and just call that the caramel. That would be really yummy on top, I'm sure. What are the best vegan sugars or flours? So I don't care so much about brand name, actually, like at all. So for me, I just buy organic sugar, or sometimes it'll say vegan sugar on it, but the organic sugar is usually always vegan. And I typically buy it at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts. Here in Atlanta, I shop at the DeKalb Farmers Market a lot, which is not a farmer's market. It's a grocery store. It's like an international market. And I buy, my baking supplies there as well a lot, but just organic sugar. And same with flour. With flour, I typically just buy the store brand. Like today, I just used the one I got from Whole Foods last night. So Bob's Red Mill is good. Arrowhead is really good. And what are the other ones? Those are the ones I usually just buy. Trader Joe's brand, whichever is available to you, are great. Will it work with almond flour? Yes. So the actual cookie underneath will be great with a nut flour. Nut flours tend to be drier, right? So that's perfect for these cookies. The only reason I didn't want to do a nut flour is because I knew that, a lot of people have allergies to tree nuts. So I just wanted to give a less healthy, but not allergen free. Yeah, because a lot of people are allergic to gluten. I don't know. You could use almond flour too. That's absolutely fine. If you just Google vegan Twix bar, the majority of the recipes that I saw when I was doing my research were using almond flour and coconut flour. And they're a lot healthier than mine, but they're also a lot easier to make. And I'm overly ambitious, and I don't know if I love that about myself because it gives me a headache. I should have just done it the easy way and just, followed someone else's recipe. But I had to make it myself, and this is how I experiment, so, anyways, yes, you can use almond flour. Okay, so, let's check out our sugar. Let's get a spoon for the sugar. For this one, I like to just use a little spatula. This is like a little jar one. And, okay, we don't have any melting yet. I think I might need to turn the fire up a little bit. Once it starts to melt, I'm going to move the camera over there so y'all can see it. And in the meantime, let's do our chocolate chips. So here we have a bowl. We're going to measure out. We're going to measure out 6 ounces of chocolate, okay? So I have gone from, measuring things in measuring cups to using a scale, a kitchen scale, because it's just a lot easier and of course more accurate. So if I do share the recipe, then I will share it, with actual measurements as well. So 6 ounces. I actually have a lot of chocolate over there that I've already melted too. A lot, but I promise you this will not go to waste. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if it doesn't go on these Twix bars, but it will not go to waste, I promise you. So that's 6 ounces, and I'm going to melt it in the microwave. And for when you're melting chips in the microwave, you just want to taste it first. No, not that, no. You just wanna do it in little increments of 30 seconds. So, you wanna see my microwave? Let me get my camera. Okay, come with me, come with me. I'll give you a tour of my kitchen. That's my refrigerator. These are the chocolate chips. My little microwave, which is very cool. Oh, before we get there, let's come here, because it looks like we're getting some melting. Look at that. You see that? Okay. So, we have to be mindful of this. We don't want to burn it. So in the meantime, microwave open. We're going to stick this in here for 30 seconds. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my socks. Okay, so 30 seconds, yeah? So 3, 0, start. Okay, let's see. All right, back to the sugar. I gotta be careful. Don't want to burn my hair. Set my hair on fire. Look at that. So now it's all melting over the flame. Once this is all liquid, it needs to be removed from the heat immediately. Immediate. Because if it isn't, then it can burn. So that's 30 seconds on that. Okay, let's check it out. Oops, I hit 1. That's good enough. It's not gonna burn. It's not gonna burn. Please don't let it burn. So what happens is it starts to liquefy, and then it starts to crystallize, and then it starts to liquefy more. It kind of just cooks itself in a way when it gets real hot like that. And I'm using a spatula because this is an enameled cast iron pot, so using metal on it will scratch it, and we don't want that. And metal tends to be reactive, like for when you're doing anything chemical, with a chemical process. And I don't know if that's the case for sugar, but I'm assuming it might be. So if I weren't using this, I would be using a wooden spoon instead, because it won't burn, it won't scratch, it's not reactive, and it'll get the job done. Look at that. This is my favorite part, y'all. We could have just done this from the top, but this is my favorite part, as long as it doesn't burn. So like I said, we want it to all get liquid, and then we're going to remove it, take it off the flame, the heat. We're gonna add our other ingredients. You hear my microwave in the background? It's like, hurry up and get me. That's the one thing I don't like about this microwave. It is very impatient. Let's see, okay. You hear that microwave? Okay, how pretty, right? I'll turn down the flame just a little because I'm getting hot. If my microwave beeps one more time. Okay, so look at that microwave, oh my God. The microwave's lucky I am distracted. A little bit left. The big chunks, I'm waiting for those to liquefy, and then we're going to move on, okay? I think that's good. Okay, so off the flame, not too hot. Oops, my butter is on my trivet. Okay, so let's just put you here. Okay, and I'll pick up the camera in a sec so y'all can actually see it. So it's liquefied. I'm gonna stir again. Did I just splash sugar across my kitchen? I might have. You know, now that I live by myself, you know, without Max, just me and Baby J, I've learned a few things about myself that I didn't really realize before, especially with my family being around. Turns out I'm a neat freak and a clean freak, and I didn't know that. I've always cleaned a lot. My first job at the ripe old age of 7 or 8 was working for my mom's cleaning company, and apparently that stuck with me. My family can't get over how much of a clean freak I am because my mom is, but I'm like way worse than my mom. I'm way worse. Like, I'm intense. I'm not like let me show you. I'm not so intense where like I can't have stuff like this out. Come on. But by the end of the evening, before I go to bed, this place is spick and span. Ooh, like that. Okay, so now we're gonna add the butter, right? Move the camera. Let me do this. Let me switch it. Okay. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. Ah, yes, I did it. Oh, come on. Oh man, this is nice. So we want to stir it because it will clump. We're also gonna add our cream. So get in there, get in there. Let me do that. One sec, y'all. We don't want this to get you. Oh my God. Okay. I just don't want it to clump, because if it clumps, then we have to put it back on the flame to thin it, and that is not what we're going for. We want a nice thick, creamy caramel. Okay, now let me put, oh my God, this looks so pretty. Let me show you. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Right? Come on, looks so pretty. It smells like heaven. It smells so good. Okay, so this is going to, as it cools, it's going to also thicken. I'm thinking I might have burnt it a little. It's a little dark. It is a little dark, but it's gonna be good anyways. If it's too dark, what do we call it? Burnt sugar Twix. It's gourmet. Okay, so let's add our, I'm so crooked. I'm sorry. Y'all want me to be not crooked? Here we go. I'm not crooked no more. A little vanilla extract, a teaspoon, and we're going to add some salt to it. I think it's a little burnt. This is so gourmet. So gourmet. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right. And stir. And I just have it sitting here on the trivet so it doesn't burn my countertop, but it needs to thicken so that it can be poured over our cookie, which is actually probably ready to come out of the oven. And also, what else is in the microwave? Let's see. How are you doing in there? Let's see. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? We also need to add some coconut oil to this, because that'll thin it out. Yum. Comment yes if you could just eat this with a spoon. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I am a yes. I am a yes. This is actually, these are dark chocolate chips. So I know it's not like the fancy baking thing. They usually use a semi-sweet, but I like dark chocolate. So that's what we're using. Let me put this here. Yes, look at y'all. Yes, yes, chocolate. Yes, chocolate fiends. There's a place here in Atlanta. So if y'all haven't been and you live here, y'all need to go, or if you're gonna visit, you need to go. It's called Chocolatl. And then they make their own chocolate, and it's in Krog Market. It's that bougie, fancy, single origin chocolate bars. So, you know, one bar would be with chocolate only from Madagascar, or from Peru, or from Costa Rica, or wherever. And it is amazing. And they also have drinking chocolate. Not chocolate milk, not hot chocolate, no. Drinking chocolate. It is, I have no words. That's how good it is. It's like, your head is like, I take a sip and I like literally lay down on the floor. That's how good it is. Okay, let me get this. Okay, this guy's looking good. Let's add a little coconut, and then we're gonna top some. We are going to top some Twix bars. What is your favorite appliance in your home? I'm just curious. The microwave is not my favorite. I actually don't use it for this. Usually I usually do this on the double boiler on the stove, FYI. And to do that, what you would do is you would bring some water to a boil. It's just that I only have 2 pots that are good for that. This one and another one that is dirty, currently out of commission. But bring your water to a boil and put a metal bowl over it, and then melt the chocolate in there. That's how I usually do it. This is my first time using the microwave in years. Anyways, my favorite appliance is my dishwasher. I thought of it because I'm dirtying up so many things, and I love my dishwasher. It's like my best friend. It helps me so much. Oh, let me look at your comments here. Okay, so what are your favorite? Okay, I see. I got an air fryer, a Vitamix, juicer. Yes. Ooh, drinking time. Starbucks Chantico. Is this a Starbucks ad? I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, air fryer is one of my favorites too. I have this recipe coming for y'all really soon for this tofu browns. Oh my God. Like, it will change your chili game. It'll change your chili game forever. It's better to me than using Beyond Meat or Gardein grounds. All those things are yummy. But the tofu grounds, look, so good. All right, y'all. So there's a few different ways we can top this chocolate. This looks like a messy mess, a messy mess. But it still tastes good, so that's what matters, right? So let's see what we are. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So like I said before, those Twix bars I stuffed in the freezer. That way, when the chocolate hits them, it will get hard right away because the chocolate is hot and the bars are freezing cold. They've been in there probably for about an hour now. So hopefully, yeah, I put them back, great. Hopefully we don't have any mess with our chocolate. You could dip your chocolate, throw your Twix bar, directly into this molten chocolate and give it a little twist and a twirl and a swirl and a stir to make sure that it's all covered. You could do that, fine. But for me, I believe it's easier. You're gonna skip the bottom, you're gonna skip the underside, but I'm just gonna put them directly here on the tray and drizzle chocolate over it. Let's see if that works. Earlier today I did it the dip the chocolate way, and I feel like I wasted a lot of chocolate. So let's see, one second. Let's get our Twix. Can I just say something? This is so much fun. I'm so happy to see y'all again. This is so much fun. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. I missed y'all. Oh my God. Okay, so, oh yeah, I'm not surprised someone said the Instant Pot. That is probably my favorite appliance too. That and my dishwasher. Okay, Twix bars. Oh my gosh, I need y'all. I need y'all to come see this. You have to see this. Let me move this here so it's close. Let me show you. Oh, I gotta get the cookie out of the oven. One sec. Okay. All done. Put that here. That has to cool completely before the caramel touches it. So, speaking of caramel, this was just in the freezer. And I already sliced it, so it'll be easier. Oh my God. Look at that. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? You know what it tastes like? Butterscotch, actually. The coconut milk, I think, makes it kind of taste like butterscotch. All right, now I need like a cutting board. That's what your counter's for, to cut. And use a little butter knife. Okay. Ooh, y'all, this is gonna be so good. Look at that thick layer. Look at that layer. When the kids come knocking on my dough, they're gonna get some of the gourmet. I'm just joking. I'm just gonna give these to my neighbors because if I were a parent, I would not trust some homemade treat from the new girl in town. But I will give them to my neighbors. My neighbors are so sweet. I love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors. They're so kind. All right. So, let's see. I know, the caramel. Wow, looks so good. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now, let's see if this works. Pour the chocolate right over the top. Like in the commercial, y'all remember the Twix commercial? And they did like a little drizzle over the top like that. And any chocolate that hits the bottom, the parchment paper below, is going to, I'm going to reuse it. One sec. Y'all see me, right? Look at that. I'm making such a mess, but it's, even for a neat freak, this is fun. Oh yeah, okay. And see the chocolate's going through in the bottom? It's gonna be really good. How's that? Okay, I will admit, it might be a little easier to just dip it in to the bowl, but this I think is better for visuals at the moment, so let's just keep it up. Tell me that doesn't look good. Tell me that doesn't look good. You would be lying if you said that. It looks great. Look at it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Little caramel sneaking through. You can't sneak through, sir. You're gonna be covered up. Look at that. This one is mine, okay? This is mine. This looks so good. Let me switch it back. One more. Let's just do this last one real quick. Perfect. Okay. Because y'all know I'm bougie. Y'all know that, right? Don't get it twisted. I am bougie. Bougie and proud. And because of that, you gotta do something bougie. You gotta put some Maldon salt. Maldon salt on top. It's gonna be gourmet. Ooh, oh my God, and the chocolate is hardening. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, let me show you guys up close. Let me show you up close. You have to see it. I'm sorry if I'm giving you like a headache moving this camera around. That's a lot of salt, but I think it's gonna be delicious. Look at this. Hello, bougie and proud. Yes. Yes. Gorgeous, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy right now. I believe that I can make a sweet potato version, and it's going to be delicious and delightful. Oh, I'm so excited. Y'all, I think we did it. I think we did it. Let's check out the caramel real quick. I'm not gonna make y'all wait for it to cool enough to pour, but you see, this is how you do it. You saw me make the cookie, which is over here. You saw me do the cookie. Check. You know how to do that now. You saw me make the caramel, which is ooh la la. Check. You know how to do that now. Don't walk away from it. And then you saw me melt the chocolate, add a little coconut oil to it, and then drizzle it over your bars. Again, the caramel and the cookie need to sit overnight, so you're not gonna be able to eat this tonight, but you will be able to eat it all week. All right, it's a great way to start your November Twix bars. And before I let y'all go, please, yes, I want to swim in that caramel too. Little jacuzzi bath in the caramel. Wait, let me see. I'm not gonna let y'all go yet. Let me look at the comments real quick. I don't want to miss them. Yes, I feel like you could sell this at Whole Foods for $12 too, maybe $12.25. A little, upcharge. And if you do the sweet potato Twix bars, you can sell for $12.99, which, Whole Foods, y'all might hear from me soon. Let me practice my little bars, but y'all might hear from me. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. This is so much fun. I love having you in my new kitchen, making these bars. It's funny because since the Twix were frozen, they are nice and hard already. Not all the way, but I think enough. To take a ooey gooey bite. What do you think? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay? Yeah. Just yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna share the recipe. Don't worry. I got you. I got y'all. It's, oh my god. Oh my god. One sec. Let me wash my hands. Yeah. They're, wow, really good. Really, really good. I'm telling you, all the salt is good though. I just took a bite of like so much salt. Balance. It's all about the balance. Fantastic. For the kids, maybe no, because they don't need all that bougie stuff. They don't appreciate it. Yes. Anyway, y'all. Thanks for joining me. This was a lot of fun. Maybe we should do it again. Oops. Let's do it again. And I will see you guys tomorrow here on YouTube. Relaunching my channel. New kitchen. New Janae. Kind of. I know I look the same, act the same, but you know, some things are different. I'm in a new city. But anyway, new video tomorrow. I'm going to premiere it at noon Eastern time. Put it in your calendar. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's a Thanksgiving side. And this is kind of a celebration of a lot of different things in this video. So please tune in. And I loved having you guys here. Happy Halloween. I'm going to go spend some more time with baby J. And she's still wearing her PJs and it's 1 o'clock. So I gotta go get her dressed. You know how that goes. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. And of course, follow me on Instagram. I know y'all wanna see the costumes. So Instagram at Sweet Potato Soul. See y'all over there too. And I'll be taking photos of these Twix, so I'll share the recipe ASAP. All right, bye-bye. Thank y'all. I don't know how to turn this thing off. Bye. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off, so you might be here for a while. How do I turn it off? Huh. I'm really, wow, like this, am I here forever? Is this just how it is? Are we just stuck? Y'all, I don't know. This might just be it forever. Happy Halloween. Bye. Bye. Okay. Highlight save. Okay. Yeah. I can't figure it out. Oh my God.